Hi, I'm Landblom. Today, with Leadership Developed, we're going to talk about the 3 tools that every leader needs to be successful. While I have your attention, if you take the time to hit a thumbs up for a like, and also subscribe to help Leadership Develop pass the word in educating a better future and having better leaders to build better communities. We're going to talk about the 3 tools that makes a leader successful. And these are the tools that I gravitate to because this is what I learned kind of the hard way of how to become successful in leading my teams. So it doesn't matter the size of the team you lead or how many people are following you. These 3 things were consistently involved to help us reach our goals. These things are vision, mission statement, core values. Starting off with the vision. A vision is everything. The vision tells you where your destination is at. Without vision, you're pretty much aimlessly going nowhere. But vision tells you what the destination is. And with that, that's what draws people to you. So the second thing is the mission statement. Now, I know what you're saying. It sounds very military, but trust me, the mission statement allows you as a leader to be able to tell the people, how are we going to get there? It is our roadmap to success. This is where it's important to articulate, wordcraft this thing so elegantly that not only are they excited about the destination, but they're excited about the journey. The mission statement tells us what is the journey. How are we going to do this? What we do with the mission statement is we're going to break it down into these elements. First element is what's the end state? What does success look like? And then we go back to the vision. So the vision pretty much becomes the end state. But we're going to have a clearer picture of what that really looks like. Then we're going to talk about what we anticipate. So by planning, we're talking about what we know, what we don't know, and what we assume to know. Why are these 3 things essential? Because you will have a misconception of the reality around you. So, what we know, that's very self-evident, right? What do we know? I know this, you know that. We're going to bring our information together. We're going to make sure it confirms and it syncs together and it goes in the same direction that we want to go. Second, what do we don't know? Well, of course, we hate admitting that we don't know something, but this at the same time tells us what we need to do our homework on. Everything is figure outable. Trust me. As soon as you identify what you don't know, you then decide how you're going to go about getting that information. Then there's things that are assumed. And this is important to be able to differentiate from what is known. As Stephen Hawking would say, ignorance is not the enemy of knowledge. It is the assumption of knowledge that is the enemy of knowledge. So if we assume something, is it because we heard about it or we were able to synthesize information to come to that conclusion? Then what you do with the assumptions is you create confirmation, or you go continue on the path knowing that these are assumptions. And at decision points, you have to decide how sure are you with these assumptions? Is it at 40%? Is it at 60%? As soon as it's 80%, that tells me you kind of been confirmed. Then you're already working with things you do know. But assumptions, as long as you admit what is an assumption, it will help you with your decision-making process along the way. Okay, so we talked about vision. We talked about the mission statement. Now we're going to talk about core values. Now, in the Marine Corps, we had the core values of honor, courage, commitment. Here at JL Endeavors, the parent company of Leadership Developed, we have our 3 core values. That is adventure, love, growth. Now, what do core values do for us? Core values allows us to be able to keep us on the path. When the world is going chaotic, it allows us to be able to go to these 3 items and say, okay, if I do these 3 things, it will keep me on the path of the goal that I'm not remembering right now, or how we were going to go on that journey. By having these 3 core values, it keeps us within our moral compass. So, honor, courage, commitment in the Marine Corps, pretty self-evident, right? We have honor. You've seen us in the uniform. We look pretty darn good, don't we? And then we have courage. Well, you're going to put us in combat. We're going to go face the enemy of our nations. And then you have commitment. We signed up for this. We're going to stick with this. We volunteered for this, and we're going to see it through. That is honor, courage, commitment in a nutshell. Trust me, I can go deep into honor, courage, commitment. Now, for here at Leadership Developed, we talk about adventure. Why? Everything is an adventure. Whether it's good, hey, we're going somewhere neat, I'm excited to go to, or I gotta go deal with something. If I take the mindset that it's an adventure, that means I am now committed into taking this on. I know that this has to get done. And yes, it's going to be a great story to tell you later. Love. Gotcha. Everyone wants love. And here's what I mean with us for love. Love is not only for love for my spouse, my family, and my friends, but love for one another. See, as a leader, I struggle with anybody that says, I can't stand people, but then they want to be in charge of people. It really frustrates me that a leader does not have authentic, genuine love for their fellow man and woman. It is very important to me to help express that my love for my fellow person is important. That shows the trust. That shows my commitment to excellence. And also, most importantly, it shows that I care about you. Then growth. I fear anybody who thinks they know everything about leadership. And here's why. If you think you know everything about leadership, you're failing the people you're supposed to lead. A real leader is always growing. I love when I see these great successful leaders who are like, I'm taking college courses still. I'm still learning. I am out there improving myself because it benefits my people. That's why we gravitate to the growth. So, as a leader, having these 3 tools not only makes you successful, but helps you keep organization. It allows you to keep your people organized. And when you create your leadership team, oh, that's magic. Because when you have those 3 things in place, your leadership team is able to make decisions, be able to be more agile. You're able to create a community and culture of trust. And within that, decision making happens faster because they have the vision, they have the mission statement, and they have the core values. If you want to learn more about some leadership tips, stick with us here at Leadership Developed. Give us a like, and please subscribe. Thank you again. I'm Eric Landblom. This is Leadership Developed, and we'll talk to you again.